Oh,
All right.
well, sorry.
Start this.
I guess I'm just used to looking at Tommy.
That is a
Cool. You guys got me good.
Eric doesn't have the red dot yet. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a real piece of shit. You're right, Eric. Fuck me. All right.
Oh, I'm meanest to the ones I love. Actually, I'm also mean to people I hate too. I guess I'm just mean. I guess I'm just an all-around piece of shit. That's the key to being me, right?
That's good.
Get it on.
Started writing a song today. It's about the premise of it is about finding the love of your life, because I called Chris Restivo's number and it went into a bathroom stall.
Oh. Where was the
That's the
background?
premise for the song. It's just an idea right now, but I think it has legs.
How many bathroom stalls have you personally written Chris Restivo's number into?
21.
Like, why do these guys keep calling me?
Yeah.
I mean, I had a good time, but still.
I have actually, like those stamps you order from Staples. I just have one. Go everywhere I pissed in the last 3 years.
It just sounds like you're labeling documents when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah, it says for a good time, call Chris, spelled with a K. Also, I can give advice in Bitcoin. So you never know what kind of call he's going to get, but they're both, they're both
gonna be
horrible
fun.
ideas,
Yeah.
no matter what.
We are rolling.
No matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
No, that's fun though. We have fun, guys.
Oh yeah.
We have fun.
I answered one of our listeners' message was like, "Hey, is the new season going to be on Spotify?" And I was like, "Soon. We'll see." But did you got that audio right, Ben? You got the?
Yeah. The episode is posted to the drive.
Okay, cool, nice.
Mhm.
Cool. Fuck, I can't get to the Laughfinder page because everything's running slow on my computer.
I'm gonna heat up my headphones just to hell right here. Sometimes you gotta heat up the headphones. That's what they call it in the radio biz. Aaron and Benjamin know what I'm talking about. We gotta heat up the doohickey.
In the dead
Heat
of
up the
night,
headphones,
if
huh?
your headphones
Is it-
you got
Damn
sitting
headphones
in the
up.
snow,
Go ahead,
you
let
need
some
to heat 'em
warm,
up
buttery
before you take 'em
tones
out
warm
for a
up them
drive.
speakers, baby. Yeah, baby.
You gotta press that switch and it sounds like a proton.
I'm drinking.
on your
I'm
ears.
drinking hard kombucha.
Oh.
Ooh.
How is that?
It's
Nice.
not good, but Whitney
Okay.
Cummings left 4 cases of it at Magoobies, and they.
Oh,
they're
no
like,
shit.
"Do
I
you
was
wanna
sure that
taste
you were
it?"
about. I was sure that you were just about to say I'm drinking hard cum, and then
Is there any other kind?
Hannah said.
was so-
Hannah was like, "If I took a drink, I just got my period."
These cumsicles are great.
Okay, you guys ready to get
It
started?
sounds like a movie.
Yeah.
It sounds like a movie. Nicolas Cage turned down. Hard cum.
I want some hard kombucha. That's a horrible Nick Cage. By the way.
Was it? I thought good man.
Gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
that one might have been a stretch.
You sound like the Macho Man Nicolas Cage.
yeah.
The
Bees.
Gonna take the Declaration of Independence.
I'd love to see Nicolas Cage play a wrestler's manager in a movie. How good would he be as
I
the
bet
guy who
that'd be
just
good.
cuts the promos?
Undertaker.
I bet that'd be great.
He'd be a good Jimmy Mouth of the South, I think. That
Yeah,
kind of
oh, yeah.
guy.
Okay, let's get started. You guys ready?
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that. That's a good casting right there.
2,
Strong.
1.
Hey guys, welcome
On the Laughfinder, Baltimore's premier piezo-based comedy podcast, I'm Tommy Senbazo, and I'll be playing... Oh, yeah, he got it! Hentai! 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 Hentai Lemongrass! Oh, Catfolk Archer, and soon-to-be Alchemist. Oh, man, this season's going to be so much fun, you guys. All right, you can kill it.
You asked for it, man. Here it is.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll just talk over top of this. Yeah, guys, so we're back to the second season 2. I'm sorry if the audio was weird with last week's episode. You're like when a dad catches you smoking. And he's like, no, you're going to smoke this whole fucking pack.
You're going to like it.
How dare you make me do the thing I'm on the show for? No, but... So yeah, we've had some audio issues, so we had to pull the audio from the YouTube. Or no, we downloaded the internet files, which it makes an internet backup. Riverside does. So the quality isn't as good as if we were all able to upload our tracks from our computer, which is hopefully what you are listening to now. Any fun stuff this week? I did a Sunday show at Magoobies.
Oh, how was that?
It was maybe 25 to 30 people were there, but
Okay.
even the staff remarked when they saw the flyer, they were like, "Why are you on this show?"
Yeah, look, yeah.
It was because hey,
Money.
you have mainstream shows and then you have urban shows. And I don't know why. I don't know why because there were people on that lineup that I've been doing stand up for what, like 15 years or something.
That's the comedy term for black and white?
Yes.
Mainstream and
Yes.
urban?
Actually, it's
Oh.
regularly referred to as black rooms.
Well,
Whoa.
I've always heard there was the vaudeville term called. So during vaudeville, there were rooms that it was during segregation. So there were rooms that white acts could perform in, and there were rooms that black acts could perform in. And the circuit of rooms that black acts could perform in was called the Chitlin circuit. Right?
Right.
Back me up, Dorian. Right? Okay.
No, that's correct.
I don't want to be canceled for this. That's what cancels me. Historically
Dorian?
accurate.
Yeah.
information.
Dorian,
yeah.
next 5 minutes, then just cancel him right on the spot.
And that term has held over till now. Like they still call urban shows that are booked by comedians that maybe haven't because you have alt rooms. Alt rooms are bar shows and people that don't really perform in clubs, and then there are black rooms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I love the
or
tightrope
urban
that
room.
Tommy's walking right now. Please continue.
And then the urban room,
Tell about
These
Hog
rooms
Anus Jones.
where it's only
They're called
urban
liberal
by
shows.
He's just Ted Stryker in Airplane 2, just
And anyway,
So you
but
played
Wendy
an
asked
urban
me.
show.
Yeah, I
played an
performed
urban
on
show
an
instead.
urban show. I headlined an urban show. I was the only non-urban performer.
he did.
Oh,
Basically, he did he Comedy Factory, but at Magoobies. That's the best way to describe it.
How to go over.
I did great, but
Oh, good.
maybe it wasn't the best received. The other comics weren't as well received. One did drop a hard F word for gays.
Oh.
Like hard T in his set, and then by doing crowd work, I found there was a young girl young lesbian woman that was starting her pre-med at Stevenson, like right in the crowd and stuff. And which I was doing crowd work for. I was doing this bit where I asked a couple how long they've been together, and it was a couple where the guy was like, "This is our second date," and I was like, "Oh, have you consummated yet?" And he was like, "This is our second date." And I was like, "Oh, so it's happening tonight?" I was like, "Do you guys have a safe word?" And he was like, "This is our second date." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." And then I pretended that he was getting pegged, and I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, damn it, Deborah, you didn't say you were going to do this, right?" And then I was like, "I'm just kidding. No one here is getting pegged on their second date, present company excluded." And so yeah, but we had a great time. I really impressed the booker. the booker after the show was like, "Man, I'll remember your name. You're gonna be hearing from me." And I looked at his card, and his card said producer, manager, talent scout. And I was like, wow, let me look him up. But look him up on Facebook. All of his shows he produces is at Sully's. And I'm like, well, I can't work there. So
What's
just
Sully's?
how that
What's
is.
the deal with that?
Sully's is the location where Magooby's. Yeah, Magooby's used to be in the basement of the Bowman in Kearney. And they did Andrew dirty, and that's why Andrew left and found the Timonium Dinner Theater that he turned into Magooby's.
So there's a whole world of office politics involved here.
Yeah. Andrew will say, look, I'll never tell you not to work there, but I would prefer that you don't work there and that their families die in a fire.
Well, how come this show ended up at Magooby's then?
What? Because
how did this urban show end up at Magooby's?
Oh, it was Wendy and this guy were trying out new booking locations. This was a co-produced show, which just meant that Wendy got him into Magooby's and put me as the headliner. That's pretty much all Wendy did. Everything else, it was guys that I didn't know because I don't run in that circle. There was a guy named Pee Wee.
Circle.
Yeah, a guy came up and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey, I'm Tommy." He was like, "I'm Pee Wee," and I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, is that
sure you are?
Pee Wee?
Is it?
Pee Wee? I've seen. He used to come to Coco Lane years ago. I think his name's Pee Wee.
I really liked him.
Sean Pee Wee Neverson. He is good. He's a fire ass comic. I like him a lot.
And then there was another guy named John Doe, was his name. And
was it spelled Dough?
But then there was another guy. The host name was Christian, and he was maybe 25 minutes late for the show. So the show started with the first act, bringing himself up, and then the host got there, and then he came out and was like, hey, I was the host, but I'm late." And I'm like, don't call attention to it. Just do some time. Get off the stage. So, but yeah, it was a fun time, and we had a really good time. The crowd was very receptive. So yeah, that was it for me. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of urban, this next person just lives in the crime-ridden area of Mount Vernon. Did you hear about that? The gunshots? Did you hear the gunshots the other day?
No, I didn't. I live up in Bolton Hill, so.
Okay. Well, in Mount Vernon, I saw on the news there were all these gunshots, and the only people they could find to interview about it, both of them were gay white men, older gay white men that they just interviewed. But, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of gay white men, this next person sounds like one. Put your hands together for actor, writer, comedian, Mr. Brian Preston.
You said you loved it when I sang Rock Lobster. Okay, I can't the whole shack shimmies. I can't help it. That's a gift from God. All right, Jesus, no. And a happy pride to me. I have done. Well, I usually do Love Shack. If I'm gonna do, but no, I definitely do some Fred Schneider out there. Look, I can't help the cards that fate dealt me to happen to frankly have the voice of Fred Schneider in the anyway, cool. So I also did comedy last week. An interesting little story after a show I did on Wednesday out in the glamorous climes of suburban Howard County. While we were getting shots, we ran afoul of myself and my new best friend White Brian, a member of the person at the show. We ran afoul of some white women and their proceeded to buy us shots. At one point, one of them was convinced that I was going to be on the Howard Stern show the following day, as White Brian had convinced them that he was my manager. And then, frankly, a very chesty older woman kept trying to get us to go back to her hot tub and was repeatedly grabbed on the chesticles by a former guest of the show, Wendy Townsend. Pretty much everybody. Comedy is back, baby. Enjoy it for these next 3 to 4 months before the Delta variant sends all of us back in our homes because we didn't want to get vaccinated. And so no, good times for me. And we're back at it, kind of. But no, it was weird, and for a minute I did feel uncomfortable. Okay, and that's it. I'll be playing Hoofy.
Was there ever a point that you were like, "I'm gonna do this"?
No, because like other people I knew were there.
If you were all by yourself.
Probably not still. I would be like, Brian, cool. You're going to have to send this into... I mean, of course, I would never do
I'm
this.
Brian Preston.
Yeah.
I only have sex with women I'm attracted to.
Yeah, pretty much. Most of the time, yeah, that's kind of what you should be doing.
Hey,
Sometimes,
Brian Preston, who is
Yeah.
Hoofy?
Hoofy is, of course, a flesh warp that possibly looks and sounds like a popular licensed character whose name I won't say, and maybe gosh, Hoofy sounds like this, and I gotta talk like that for the next 8 to 12 months. So shame on me.
And little did Brian know that was the beginning of the 5-year-long season of
Please,
Laughfinder.
Jesus.
The Hoofy voice worked his way into his regular vernacular.
Gosh. Everyone died in that plane crash.
And speaking of dying in a plane crash, that's the only thing that this next guy... That's the only thought that this next guy can climax to. Ladies and gentlemen, actor, writer, comedian, and professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodward.
Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. Yeah, Eric Woodworth. And I'll be reprising my role for the second week in a row as the mighty Jordan, who is a former AWF champion who now side as an android that sounds similar to Jordan Peterson, but then can flip on a switch and become the wrestling to intimidate his foes. Hey, so Brian, did that old lady's titties, did they look like the one scene from Something About Mary where he looks through the window and it's the old lady instead of Mary?
No, they were no. There's a
Did
very
it look like that scene in
full-chested old one.
Kingpin where the guy goes into the refrigerator and comes out with hard nips?
Yeah.
No, actually, I think
did it look like they were
Kingpin,
designed by Michael Crichton?
no,
them Cronenberg titties.
No, do not have them Cronenbergs. If anything, maybe some HR geekers. Also, it's my porn site,
Well,
HR geezers.
I like it because if you fuck HR Giger creature and you titty fuck, you could choose one of the vaginas on its titties.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much all titties and pussies.
In Russia, HR
That is-
Giger titty fucks you.
But her eyes are dicks.
I do have one fun story to share. So last week, I think it was Thursday, I was working from home because the internet was out at my job, and an Amazon delivery guy came. My wife the door and the package, and she comes up to tell me that a package had been delivered. She goes on to say that the Amazon driver who was delivering said package looked like he was in a lot of discomfort. He came back to the door and then said that he needed to use the bathroom. I was like, okay. So my wife, being the kind-hearted, natured person she is, she of course let him in to go use the bathroom.
So
she said
your Amazon driver's allowed to shit in your house, but Jeremy isn't.
I thought the story was that she handed him a coffee cup.
Was the
We have
Amazon
s-
driver
we have
actively
standards.
shedding?
we have standards at our home. My wife comes to tell me this. She was like, "You need to look at the bathroom." I was like, oh, "Okay."
No.
I come downstairs. It's worth mentioning that my wife did say that the guy was on the spectrum somewhere, and it edge. It just enough to get hired by Amazon. Was his mental carrying. Okay. I get in there and look at the bathroom, and it was as if, do you know how if you're playing basketball, you go for a layup off of the backboard, okay? Imagine that he did a layup in my bathroom. It looked as if he had hit the back of the seat like this and bounced the turd off of the back.
I like to think the guy was standing, drop trowel, bent over, and was like, Kobe.
I like to imagine it actually bounced off too, just boink.
Yes. And so there's just a big old. There's so much shit on the toilet seat. More shit that like enough that if you looked at it, you're like, man, that's not straight. I gotta do something about this. Nope, not this guy. Not this guy at all. He then proceeded. I then decided to look at the sink where he washed his hands. Sanitary fella, and we have a perfectly good towel to wipe your hands with, and it's as if he washed his hands and it was just like, nah, not that towel. I don't know what's on it, and just spread as much water over like the surface of the outside of the sink as he could. This non-absorbent surface is a good place to dry my hands. So this guy shit all over my bathroom and it just left and I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop laughing at how good that was. I really couldn't.
Jeremy is still not allowed to shit in your bathroom.
Yes, 100%. I stand by that. I stand by that.
I like how Tracy's now going to have. There's going to be pictures of people that aren't allowed to shit in the bathroom, so that the kids know not to let these strangers. Like a bad check.
Yeah. They literally it's Jeremy and then the rest of the cast of The Ringer. That'll be like the mug shots that are outside of the bathroom door. I'm excited about it. And hey, my wife did say. Was very she was just like, and she was like, and this is what's going to stop me from being a good person ever again.
That guy ruined it for everybody else.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
and speaking of no shit headshots all across the country, this next guy is persona non grata. Ladies and gentlemen, WYPR rock on Mr. Aaron.
Hey, thank you very much. And now, I command you. Look deep into my eyes as I tell you my name. Hemlock Lugosi. Fetchling, dark fetchling from the shadow plane. Here to cast spells with my new friends on this exciting season of Laughfinder. Yes, I'll be playing... Thank you for the drop, by the way, Ben.
Hey,
Ben,
Ben.
a hero point. If I were the game master, I would award a hero point to Ben for his audiomancing. He's stepped up. He's fulfilled every request for all these new drops for these new characters.
Were you about to complain, Tommy?
Nope.
Tommy, I would like to hear that.
Nope.
Tommy has an issue with our audiomancer, please.
Nope.
I
never
cede my
do.
time.
Never.
Tommy, you have an
I'm
issue
sure I
with
can do
Ben?
something about that.
We need to air these things
God
out
damn
before
it.
it's the beginning of a new
Look,
season.
I did not complain. I did not complain. I keep it to myself.
You know, we can't be having static between the party members at the beginning, this early on in a season. That can't happen until.
Hold on
30
for a
to
second.
40
Lou's calling
episodes
me.
in.
Yeah. Yeah, he fucked up my intro. Yeah, Aaron's was fine. Yeah. And then he waited till today to tell me the episode was ready. And that was in the drive.
Make him away downtown.
Hey guys, I gotta
hear his ass.
unmuted it, so now you guys can hear me.
Well, I'm happy to
Tommy.
all my friends,
Do you know how mute buttons work?
all my friends who had exciting weeks in comedy. I'm happy for you guys that you're out and about, making the world laugh again. My week, rather pedestrian. What can I tell you about it?
Well, didn't a tree turn your car into a skateboard?
Yes, my car was crushed by a tree, and I found out today that it's totaled.
Okay.
So that was hilarious. That was my comedy of the week.
Well, tell us an interesting story. No,
And so this news, when I sort of relayed this to the family, and my 13-year-old son heard it, he obviously there's an economic lesson yet to be learned, because to him, hearing that my car got totaled meant that I now could buy any car I wanted.
Oh,
So he
that's a
began
good
immediately
system.
That should work.
Oh,
showing me
yeah.
pictures of Bugattis and
Okay, that's Jesus.
so this is perhaps
When
a
God
teachable
closes
moment.
one door, he opens up the entire car dealership. That's how it works.
Right.
That'd be weird to pull up to NPR in a Bugatti.
Diane Reed
Pulled up
money,
in the
son.
Yeah.
FBO with the
Misappropriation
Bugatti.
of listener pledge money. Yeah.
Do you know how many tote bags this was?
Yeah. They'll be like, I'm starting to think that Aaron's been embezzling from the member fund.
That's right. Your pledge today supports my Bugatti payments. Anyway, pleased to be joining the as yet named to be crew, not the arson dudes, but perhaps we'll get a we'll earn a moniker some point along the season.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, the next person I'm about to intro has also been called the Bukaki Bugatti. He's the real Don Juan of Stringy Com. Ladies and gentlemen, Audiomancer extraordinaire, Mr. Ben Hancock. Hold me closer, Ben, you know it.
Well, of course I know. It's me.
Hey guys, I'm back this week. I'm going to be reprising my role as Chevy the Red, and just going to be casting spells this way and that. This week I went and played paintball, and as you can probably tell, took a paintball directly to the forehead. 2 games in. First game, I
Hell
left my
yeah.
long sleeves rolled
That's
up
from the Bukake.
and got this.
Nice.
And then the next game, I was like, well, I'm going to roll my sleeves down. That was the dumb thing I did. And then immediately got shot in the head. And you know that sound like in video games when you give someone a headshot, it's like a bell like ding?
Yeah.
That's what I heard inside my head when it hit my forehead.
Or like in Halo when you get a headshot and you hear "Pah," and confetti goes up and you hear kids go,
Yeah.
Podcast listeners, I'll tell you
Hell
that
yeah.
Ben's forehead looks like he's received a hickey in the middle of his
Yeah.
forehead.
Yeah.
He got shot right in
Yeah.
his third eye.
Yeah.
Zealous teenage girlfriend.
His pineal gland is about to emerge from his forehead, like in From Beyond.
Oh God.
Oh, but that's
All
been my
right.
week.
Great
Okay.
reference.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, the best damn Audiomancer. I mean, the best damn DM in this Riverside. Ben will fix that in post. The best damn DM in this Riverside FM, very shakily held together system, Mr. Dorian Gray.
Hello, my name is Dorian Gray, your friend and foe. So why don't we get started?
Can y'all my beat coming through okay?
yeah.
Yeah, turn my
Okay.
headphones up.
All right, I'm not fucking around this time. I prepared something for you. Here we go. Previously on the last episode, a brand new season, so we hit the road. Not really a road, but a whole new dimension, a landscape created by our GM's invention. Check this. There's a rust-colored sky with 3 suns blazing up from on high. We're stuck in a desolate swamp with some brambles, and right on by a shabby traveler rambles. He looks us up and down, and he looks surprised. He says, "You're in Cedrivis, be advised." We say, "Cedrivis, are you the chieftain?" "Man, I could have swore this was the town of New Queefton." Hold up, says the dude. "I'd love to stay and chat, don't mean to be rude, but y'all landed right next to a dead body, so I'm outie 5,000. We say later, jihadi." Stuck in the mud, nothing better to do, so we make some introductions to our newfound crew. No time for small talk, cause shit gets nuts when a zombie homunculus kicks our butts. 1 episode in, half the party is dead. The blood's been shed, we're on our deathbed. Could this be the quickest season ever recorded? Can a 2-round total party kill be thwarted? About to find out with no further delay as I pass the mic to Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray.
Well
Motherfucking Game Master Dorian Gray.
Oh, man, that was good.
Right. Now, let us begin. Yes, as was so gloriously recapped, they were abducted by a being called the Stranger, and they find themselves in this sort of desolate, sparsely wooded area, thick with these very sharp brambles, and they run into someone named Nev, who introduces himself as Nev. But in the brambles, there were tangled these bodies. Well, this one body tangled in the branches. They barely had time to react before 2 hulking undead beings spotted them and immediately begin to attack, even though they think that it was originally there for the body. They would take their chance to accumulate a few more bodies, and it's been a rough combat, but one of the creatures has finally been taken down by the group. That was at the end of last round, and so now at the beginning of the next round, it is Jordan's turn.
I think I've slowly awakened. I don't think anybody expected this world to be this hard. As soon as I'm really banged up here, guys. Perhaps I should hold my action as I'm really alive. I'm at 6 hit points, so going to attack this thing seems very and
Maybe
while
you should
I
move as
thought
far
I
away as
had
possible at the moment.
Yeah, do you have any way of self-healing?
25. I thought I bought a potion before, but I do not inventory at all. Which would, unless it's utility, maybe?
No, it would be
something
consumables.
Consumables, eh?
You're gonna die.
Consumables. Let me double thing here. Oh, come on. To me.
That reminds me, the other day we were having internet problems, so I started searching for my internet, my Wi-Fi, and we have a Wi-Fi in range that's named Istanbul, and I want to try the password, not Constantinople.
You should change it if you can. Also, watch it be particle, man.
I guess I clearly have nothing that can heal me, so I'm prepared for everything. I guess I'll just shoot at this thing and piss it off more, but I'll try to move at a distance.
All right, so you spent. I think you spent one action to shoot last time. So you'll need to load and then shoot, and then you can move.
Got it. Then we will use the old crossbow, hiya,
Nice.
and roll for that.
Nice.
Huh.
That is a 19.
That is a hit.
Nice. And then damage. Boom! There's an 8.
damage.
Okay.
No, you rolled your bastard sword. You have to roll your crossbow.
Son of a bitch. I like that, though. I like that damage
Nah.
more. Let me try crossbow damage. 3, not as
3 damage
exciting.
for the
Not
crossbow.
nearly as exciting as the 8. And then I'm going to go ahead and let's do this. Let's do control this. I feel like this is far enough away that I can. Yeah!
Just fucking yeet yourself
I'll
to the
go
other
over
end of the
there.
map.
Okay. The creature lurches back as the crossbow bolt goes into it. Let's see.
Do it just a little bit.
As it moves.
And let's see. It is Hemlock Lugosi's turn.
Okay. You know, I think I'm going to do my friends a favor and cast my cantrip Daze on this target. So-
Before you do that,
No, I
I
think
just
I
want
won't
you to
do that,
know
and I'll
that
listen to. Yeah, go ahead.
fascinating performance didn't work.
Oh.
It's an undead creature. Don't try to do anything that would affect its mind.
So I was just saying that to make sure that you guys were paying attention, because obviously
Yeah.
that was a stupid idea.
Good catch.
Good. You guys know
Good
what you're
catch,
talking about.
Thomas.
Thank you.
You know,
I was
instead-
totally going to let him do that.
I know. Like, you let it happen 3 times.
Well, all right. You know, I consider myself a humble student of the game, even this many years in. So thank you for that profound advice. And now what I'll do is, instead, I'm going to use my spell attack, Divine Lance. This is an evocation spell. It takes 2 actions. I'm going to unleash a beam of divine energy. I'm going to cast this spell Make a ranged spell attack roll against the target's AC. On a hit,
And a
the target's going to
large
take
drag
damage of the
queen
chosen
woman
alignment type.
shows up and attacks.
Large drag queen
attack,
shows
you
up and starts
conjure
eating dog shit.
divine.
So,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
it gets a cover bonus because of the large, thick brambles between you and it.
Mm,
So,
Is it partial cover or full cover or?
it's partial cover. So, but
So is it-
if you do a move action first,
yeah.
Yeah,
and you move to say here,
Mm-hmm.
then you have a clear shot.
that's good action
That's exactly
economy.
what I was originally intending to do, and I just wanted to see if any of you thought we're smart enough to
I
think
like
that
how
was a good
Aaron
idea.
keeps us on our toes.
Aaron is a tester tonight. He's a tester.
All right. So
Is
now
everything
I've
a
moved
goddamn
into-
test with you, Dad?
I've moved into a clear shot area for my Divine Lance, which I'll now go to my spells table.
Oh, good. I'm glad that he stepped right in front of me. That's great.
Lance all
that-
over his
was that not-
face.
You know what? I've decided I'm actually going to step one more step this way, and I'm going to shoot over the dead body. Of
That was a
guy.
test. He was just checking to make
Yeah.
sure you were paying
Hang on.
attention. That
Yeah,
Is
you can
it-
do that.
So now I know that Tommy and Dorian are both paying attention. I can go ahead and do
Yeah.
my turn.
That's good.
And okay, so I got to go to character sheet, and now I'm going to go to spell book, and now I'm going to go to where's my stand by just a moment.
Right. As he's getting ready
Spell book.
to light up the show.
And here it is, spell attack, Divine Lance. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to cast. Here we go. This takes 2 actions.
nice.
I thought I hit cast. It's not doing anything. Did it not do anything? Or maybe it
No,
did.
we still have nothing.
Oh, so on your character sheet, if let's
Yes.
see, you double click on your character sheet, you go
Yeah.
to the spells, you're going to do Divine Lance, correct?
Oh, I got to go to attack. No?
Let's
Or cast.
see. Telekinetic projectile, charm, command, harm. Why can't I find? Oh, here it is. Divine Lance.
Yeah.
Click on the word Divine Lance,
Yes.
and it drops down.
Yes, I have a drop down.
And when you scroll down, you'll see the word attack.
Or maybe roll.
Oh, I see. Here we go. Hi-ya.
Here goes his roll.
Oh yeah.
And that is
That
a
is a
terrible
miss.
and I'm immediately going to use my hero point.
All
I
right.
can't be
Yes, all
starting
right.
to
There
come off
you
this
go.
way.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm going to attack again. Here goes my mulligan. 21.
Oh,
All right. Right below attack is the damage button.
right.
One thing though,
Yes.
you get to choose an alignment:
Yes.
chaotic, evil, good, or lawful
Oh. Well,
for the attack.
Oh, for the attack, does it?
I
So
might
is
Now
allow-
it
choosing-
usually does whatever your deity is, but you don't have a deity in this.
But God is not real. So.
Oh.
I mean, he
attack,
is in
I would-
Pathfinder.
For this attack, I will call upon the deity of all that is good and holy.
Nice.
Ooh. All right.
Here
What
comes
if
my
this thing's
damage,
like,
my 1d.
It's filled with kittens.
I'm going to shoot a rainbow full of kittens at him. It's going to be a very lackluster attack roll anyway. 'cause
Ah.
it's just a 1d4.
It's just Popeye's
1d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier, which for you would be whatever your charisma mod is.
Oh, my charisma mod. Well, here, I'll roll first. So that's
Oh,
3
okay.
plus my charisma mod.
1d4
is,
plus 0.
4. So a
So
7.
7.
Yeah. So
Wait,
see.
all that was for 7?
7 points of divine lancing.
Nice.
Sloppy.
Scott,
Oh, so
Scott McDonald
all
said
of
that-
your spells in your sheet, Aaron,
Yes.
you will see a thing that says spell ability next to them.
Okay.
And you're just
Uh,
gonna type A.
Try hit
I.
all that and go down to charisma. That way, it'll factor
Oh,
your
I still
charisma mod.
automatically- Okay, spell book, spell ability for all of these is going to be charisma. Got it.
Yes, and it'll add that in
Okay.
so that.
Correcting now, Game Master. Thank you.
All right. You hit it, and it roars in pain and slams its fists on the ground furiously, not appreciating being divine lanced. As you may know, undead creatures not a huge fan of divine energy.
Yep.
I just want to bring up that in chat, Scott McDonald said that Patchen wouldn't have needed to burn a hero point to roll high.
Next is Chevy the Red.
All right.
Oh, hey, wait! I have one more. I have one more turn, right?
I know.
It took 2.
No, you moved and
Oh, I
Divine
moved
Lance
and then I
too.
spell.
I was going to try and hide again. Never mind.
Yeah.
Please proceed.
Okay, who needs the
Dorian,
most healing right now? Is it Eric?
What's your hit points at, Eric?
I'd be at a 6.
And
And
Brian,
who's right
what
in
you
front
be
of me?
at?
Is that Brian?
That is me right in front there. I'm just checking my.
He's at 9.
Okay.
Actually, I can hit
All you
both
got
of
to
you.
do is
Oh!
double click your token.
Yeah, do a boist. Can you do a boist?
Can I do a boost?
Yes, you can spend all 3 actions. Let's
Okay.
see. If you spend all 3 actions.
I just realized that my character is a professional wrestler who got into MMA and got his ass whooped, a la CM Punk. Because
Nice.
that's exactly what
and it
happened
would
in my
harm.
first
Is that guy within
interaction.
30 feet? If that guy's within 30 feet, it would harm him too.
Let's see. And heal the living or damage undead. If the target is a willing living creature, you
Oh, he's
restore-
20
Oh,
feet
yeah.
away.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, blasted.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely use all 3 actions and do that. I mean, it's not gonna
Do
be.
you need like a
anything-
do you need a countdown to burst?
No.
Like
Not
5,
gonna be a problem.
4,
Not
better
gonna
you
be
better
a
get
problem.
ready.
All right.
I just need everyone to shut the fuck up. God damn it!
Roll your
2,
d8.
1, come baby, baby, come.
Can you guys explain to me what heightened means on a spell?
Okay, so a spell, if you heighten it, that means you cast the same spell at a higher level spell slot, and it becomes more potent.
Can I just
got
hit
you,
this
I
and
got
then hit roll?
Thank you.
So if you have Burning Hands,
Yeah.
it's a first level spell. But if you
Right.
heighten it, you cast it as a second level spell, and it does more damage.
Increased damage. Okay.
But it takes up and the same thing with like healing. All right,
Right, so
Hoofy
5,
and Jordan, give yourselves 5 hit points,
nice.
Ooh.
while I subtract 5 hit points.
Heyo!
Fuck yeah.
And that's what that sounded like.
Ben,
All
what's your
right.
character's name again?
sink. The
It's Chevy dog.
Chevy, right.
I think the important part is how much I put this zombie over. I mean, he is going to be the next big thing.
He's gonna get a big contract.
This is a real push for his career, beating down champion of Absalom Station.
Next
Yeah.
is Hentai Lemongrass.
You're the Bobby Starr of. All right, so hentai. I'm gonna do my toilet paper roar. So hentai
get
looks
ready.
over. He sees he's like, and he sees the other sloppy floppy monster, and he's like, Mondays, and fucking I'm going to declare him as my hunted prey.
Okay.
Once he's declared as hunted prey, I then have 2 more actions left. I'm going.
Fun thing
to...
about that action, when he does that, he also gets to write him off on his taxes. So, it's a little known
So here's my first for my
tax credit.
nope. That missed. I'm gonna use my hero point. I'm gonna reshoot.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. My first shot. Here we go. Come on. There we go. 17.
That's a hit.
That's the hit. Okay. And then my next strike, which is now at my second arrow.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
21.
That's a miss. What? No, I'm kidding. No, it's a
And
hit.
so for the damage for both of those, is damage.
Oh.
Okay, the first one's a 1.
Oh,
The other
okay.
one's
An
an 8. So that's
Alright, so
9.
law
And
of
then with my
averages
last
here.
action, I'm going to fire another arrow at -6 to hit. So,
Nice.
/R D20 plus 1. And that's a 4. I miss.
All right, but you did 9 points of damage to him. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Zot.
Will you give a little hentai lemongrass roar for us?
Yeah, I was like. Oh, that sounded pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's
If you had
the
said
sound
that
you
had come from Ben's soundboard, I would have believed you.
Yeah, it hurts too. By the way, it doesn't feel.
I
good.
felt like I was about to. I feel like
Speaking
I
of
was about to.
hurt and
Wizard of
doesn't
Oz
feel
start
good,
right after that.
Oh, what's going on? Our game master
is
is
it-
measuring
is it-
out some
is it-
distances on the.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
boy.
Homunculus is coming
Oh,
right
shit.
after Hemlock. Oh no, he's coming toward.
Oh, oh.
Well, who's
Uh-oh.
gonna
There's all this
attack?
action
I'm
happening
gonna
behind
give
this.
the. I'm gonna give the little kitten look, like Puss in Boots.
he strikes at hentai lemongrass.
Oh no.
Yikes!
Game master rolls behind the
Ah,
tripod.
it's not a critical though.
Oh.
Sounds like he hit him though. He rolled his damage.
He hits him for 13 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
God, he's
Yikes.
How many hit points do you have, Hentai?
I have 19.
Oh, God.
How many members of our party are still effectively dead at the moment? Is
We're,
None,
we're
actually.
alive.
okay,
We're
okay.
we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh,
For a second.
No, he's turning toward Hemlock.
I'm sort
Ah.
of alive.
That makes me just
You
want
coming
to Jeremy
into a-
myself.
You
Oh,
come into
no!
a 45-minute rock block.
Uh-oh. Dorian said, "Oh no." Hopefully,
That's good.
It's a
Sounds
critical miss.
excited, though.
Sounded like
That's not
maybe a
good
1.
news.
He swings a massive bony fist at you, but in its zeal, it trips over this branch right here,
Nice. That's the branch I left there.
and it falls. It is currently prone.
Don't you look
Oh.
stupid now.
Swings at you. As he swings at you, I was like, a bony hand. I've seen this on Ally McBeal.
I hope he falls and he gets up and he does that Peter Griffin like. And it goes on for
It
7
is-
minutes.
It is Hoofy's turn.
All right. So that
Finish
is
him.
indeed that is the idea. Now from here, do I just clean shot at it? there
You
any
do
way-
have a clean shot.
Okay, I'm gonna take one
Oh,
action.
I should tell you
Yep.
that one of the prone condition
Yeah.
gives them a bonus to their ranged AC and a penalty to their melee AC.
Oh. Oh no.
Melee.
okay.
All right. Let me take a look at that footage right there. Okay, I guess I could actually take like 2 move actions to try and get it to right here, and then try to hit him flanking while prone. Although it was the flanking and the prone that
That
add
would
anything
stack,
else?
right?
That would that
Yes,
stack?
they would stack. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna take 2 motions
It's
to
basically
get
a bukkake formation, right?
indeed. I'm
The bad guys.
And then I'm going to hope to not hit Aaron with it, because that would make things weird, but I am going to look him directly in the eyes
We just
while I
met each
attack.
other.
No, Gorge. It's fine. There's nothing weird about it.
Rightful power.
High five.
Alright, so I guess we'll just go dagger.
Smart.
Would I add anything else on like the circumstances to it, or are you just going to add that on?
I mean, it's the same effect if you hit him. We're just going to add 4 to whatever you roll
Okay, cool.
because it's the... Okay.
Okay,
15.
that's yeah.
That's a hit.
19? Okay.
Who he
So-
hits with a dagger strike.
Jordan, you have an ability called emotionally unaware.
What?
Yes, it gives me the ability to listen
Ooh,
to
nice
My
damage
Chemical Romance and feel sad.
Listeners, that's 7 more damage to our homunculus
I know
zombie.
where that My Chemical Romance guy's coming.
Well, he's already in the prone position and flanked by the as yet unnamed dudes.
All right.
Still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
You spent most of your time killing the other one.
Yeah, this is a whole new guy we got to kill.
Your dagger plunges deep into its shoulder, and you hear one of its bones pop as you twist it.
Like in that Lemon Party gangbang.
And let's see whose turn it
yeah.
is now.
Hell yeah.
It is now Jordan's turn.
Oh, well, now that I'm feeling a little bit more frisky and I'm up to a solid 11 on the hit point scale, yeah, you know what that means. Means about time for Jordan to enter back into the Intercontinental Championship title talk match. And by that I mean I'm still too far away to inflict any physical damage, but I can move some things out of the way so that I can shoot a better crossbow shot.
Well, actually,
Shoot you with a crossbow.
if you
Oh, the ref doesn't see the crossbow being loaded.
if you move twice,
that-
you can still hit. But Hemlock provides cover with your ranged attack.
Nice.
But
All of these in the
can
way.
I, if I move to here, don't I have just a direct shot at him right
You
there?
do. Mm-hmm.
If
Then that's what I
if
should
Hemlock provides cover, can we call him Count Blockula?
And so I'm gonna look this beast dead in the eye, and I'm gonna say,
You know something? When I came down here, I lost my sweet Miss Elizabeth. And I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna load it up with my second action, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna unleash the
Nice.
That dude,
That's
I love that Eric
There we go.
constantly
There's the roll.
Yeah.
builds
there
up
we go.
22.
to a button
Oh,
that
that's
never
a
works.
hit.
Crossbow.
Go ahead and roll your crossbow damage there.
There we go. We're gonna do that damage. Let's see if we can do the broadsword, and he doesn't notice. All right. Did I say that out
Eric
loud?
pushing a button that
You
just
just
says
said that
broadsword.
out loud, brother.
Yeah.
6 damage on the crossbow, listeners.
secretly use a broadsword on him. Yeah. I pronounced the W in sword.
I call my broadsword the Elizabeth sword.
That is a 6.
This is my broadsword named Dumb Bitch.
Because I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes. And the one thing I know is that if you get hurt, your magical friend will heal you back into life. Have you fighting
Next
again.
is Hemlock Lugosi.
Okay. Well, let's see. Hemlock Lugosi, of course, being a sorcerer, doesn't necessarily need to be in tactical range of the bad guy. Let's see. I've used Divine Lance. He really didn't like that.
how many
And
arrows
since
does this thing just have stuck in him?
Decent
Three.
amount.
Divine Lance, Game Master, is one of my spells. I've used one spell now of my spells per day. May I reuse the same spell, or does it have to be a different one?
No, you can reuse it.
All right.
If
I
it's
really
if it's a
like-
cantrip, you can reuse it.
Yeah. This is a. This one is. This one says spell attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Which means that there
No,
are
I
two
also-
types.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying there are two types of spells. Spells that they have to make a saving throw with, and
Yes.
spells that you have to hit them with.
Right. This one is a ranged spell attack against the target's AC.
Yes.
Is he
which
still
mean-
prone?
Yes, he's still prone.
Okay, so I'll take a penalty because he's prone.
Yes, if it is a
Even though
range.
I'm
Penalty.
literally
Is it
right
like
next to
2?
him.
Yes.
2.
Well, let me see if I have it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, it has to be a ranged. Okay, Divine Lance has to be ranged. Stand by. Ooh, wait. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use an evocation spell of produce flame. How about that? Can that be used as a... It says normally a ranged attack, but you can also make a melee attack against a creature in your unarmed reach.
Yes, in which case you would get a +2 bonus to do so.
I will use... You see how quickly I'm learning? I'm like a data analyzing youth robot life form.
It's a wonder
Oh,
how
wow.
much
Daryl.
Wow, holy shit, that's with a Daryl reference.
Yep, I just took a deep cut right there.
it's a wonder how liking your character makes a difference.
Yeah, right? Produce flame. I'll use it as a melee attack. Here comes my character sheets and my spells right here. Produce
Remember to
flame.
click on the word produce flame.
Yes, click on the word produce flame. There we go. And now I'm going to hit attack. Now, I have to ask you, I should be trained in all of these, should I not?
That is correct.
Yes, and I am. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Attack with produce flame. Hiya!
Holy shit!
That's a critical.
Critically produced flame on his ass. So, let's see. On a success, I deal 1d4 fire damage plus my spellcasting ability modifier. On critical success, the target takes double damage and 1d4 persistent fire damage.
Nice.
All right.
So I will now.
So you're gonna roll. So it's 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which is 1d4 plus 8. So roll 1d4 plus 8 and then double it.
Okay, here's my damage roll. 1d4 plus 8.
I'm sorry, 1d4 plus 4.
Right, roll. Did that work right?
Okay.
It did. So that's 12. All right, and I'm gonna make a marker here for persistent damage.
Hey Ben, Ashley in chat said that she just noticed your paintball welt, and she's going to call you Third Eye Blind from now on.
Yeah, thanks, Ashley. I appreciate that.
12.
I wish you would step back from that child, my friend.
It
You
erupts
have
in
a
flemes.
restraining order.
Yes.
Semi-child
Said
kind
Ben
of wife.
never.
Yeah.
And that hurt.
Semi-child
Next
kind
is
of wife.
Chevy
Baby,
Tharud.
baby.
It's a baby, baby. I am. Let's see. Does anybody need healing right now? I could do another burst, or
If you got up to, can you get?
I mean,
to
I
here?
also have Divine Lance, which I feel like hurt it pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to get there? That's gonna. I can do that in 2 actions.
And then
Although your
can you do a
healing
burst?
Also, he
I
took
can't do a
negative
burst at that
damage
point.
from
A
your
burst
healing
is burst is 3 actions, so I can't move and do a burst. The most I could get would be here with my burst, which is just Eric.
You guys will bring me back.
I mean,
to
I'm
life
all right
if I
with
can
that.
go.
Where are
If
you at,
can-
Tommy?
Or I'm right here.
You're this guy. I can reach you and then just do healing right next to you.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Because what is your...
Ben,
Yes.
the heal spell has 3 different options. One is you can heal someone who is right next to you.
Right.
That's if you spend 1 action and you have 2 actions left. If you spend 2 actions, you can do the same thing, but it's a ranged heal up to 30 feet.
Oh.
And then the third, if you spend all 3 actions, it's a burst. So you have that. So like if you wanted to, you could move and then do the 2 action heal.
So if I move here, I'm still not. I can move here. Does he have to be like in my line of sight to hit him with the spell? To hit him with heal?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because it's not like a ranged attack.
Okay. So I can get like here. Oh. Here, right?
Yeah.
And hit him with it?
Yeah. Now, Tommy,
Yes.
you do have the option to resist the healing.
Thoughts, Tommy?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna make him waste it on me.
Oh.
going to be a tough guy.
Just know I'm being healed under protest. Keep your laws off my body.
That's a sweet 7.
Well, you got healed for 7, Tommy.
Coming your way,
Okay.
buddy.
All right.
Listeners, one homunculus zombie remains. The pitched battle continues.
And it is, I believe, Hentai Lemongrass's turn.
All right. Now it's a -2, so I will.
And it's a +2 for melee.
Yeah, I know. Okay, then I will. Wait, where did Chevy go? He's over there. And did he heal me? Were you able to heal me?
Yeah, for 7 points.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
Probably
7
broke
points
down
back.
on the side of the road.
You know, I heard that.
There's this Calvin kid pissing on him.
Should have named him Dodge.
All right, back up to 13 hit points.
He should have a little pair of truck nuts on the back of his belt.
I will once I get into crafting, I'll craft you truck nuts.
I'd like that. I'd like that a lot.
All right, I'm gonna move forward then, and I'm gonna try to. I'll move up here, so that's one action. Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with my short sword. Pull out my
All
short
right.
sword.
And then
Alright.
hit him with it. Go for it.
Here we go. There's the
So I came in and I just started slashing.
Oh, okay.
There's a 21.
That's a hit.
Nice.
My damage. Here comes damage. 5 damage.
5 damage. Short sword.
Short sword is slashing. So it's 15 damage.
Oh, it really
Well,
does not look slashing damage.
Nice.
Hack it
Nice. He spun the sword around. Was like.
I
You're
will
like that
sing you the
fat
song
kid
of my
slicing
people.
through water bottles.
Meow, meow, meow,
listen
meow,
to this,
meow,
listeners.
meow,
Wow. That was a excellent first battle. We really tested our mettle on that first battle. But the
I
party
quickly
was
run over
emerged
after
triumphant.
that. I quickly
pin him?
run over and I lay across the body and I say, count to 5. Count to 5. I want a 5
For the
count
five
on him.
count.
Yar, I've never learned to count.
Hey, does anybody want to
I then
search the
take my
body of the
sword and I
corpse?
actually cut his belt off him and then put it around my own waist. I collect belts of everyone who's dead.
Hey, I
Everybody,
do
now
want to go
I have
around
this
and
homunculus belt.
I do want to go around and pick up arrows.
Pretty good idea.
What do you
I
think of that
name
idea,
and
Dorian?
initialed them.
I'm seeing if that's possible.
I read up on it. It's I think it's.
I initialed mine so that you can't take the ones that I initialed that are mine.
But there's I think there's a percentage of ones that are damaged.
I would like to make a.
I boofed all of mine, so you can take them, but just know it's been in me.
Oh.
As
But
you're
while-
picking
while,
them up, I pick
yeah.
up my other bolt of the back of Queef, and then I start licking the ends of them and making you watch me lick them like this, like.
I want to get down low. I get up. Hentai kind of skulks over to him and picks off a piece of it and kind of gives it just to try to track its scent and then does that thing where he's like. Yeah. You know how cats when they smell something.
All right.
I would like to make a
While
card.
he's looking for arrows, I'm going to go over to that corpse that was left there and see if I can loot it. This corpse
Okay,
is very interesting to
give
me.
give me a. This would fall, I think, under acrobatics. Give me an acrobatics roll, Hemlock.
For me or him? Who?
For Hemlock.
Okay.
Acrobatics to check the.
Yes, to navigate the extremely sharp brambles that it's tangled
Oh,
in.
jeez. Well, I don't think I
Help me,
probably
save
can
me,
do
friends! I was trying to loot the body.
that. Where do I find acrobat?
It's in your skills.
Actions, effects, inventory, spellbook, proficiencies. I have a +3 in acrobatics. All right,
Here we
here
go.
I roll acrobatics. and dance my
Nice,
way over to
10.
the dead body.
Okay, that's what you needed.
Very good. What's over here? It's a dead body. Anything interesting on here?
Double click on the body.
Run your
I will
pockets,
double-click
dead
on the
body.
Oh, look at this. Wow, listeners, our gameplay system is now showing that we loot the body and get a healing potion worth
Just yours.
4 gold pieces.
Yeah, you're the only one who can see this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tell the rest of the party, listen, there's a healing potion here, 4 gold pieces worth. Then there's 1 copper piece, and then there is something called azurite. Azurite. I don't know what that is. Anybody? You heard of this?
I would.
Azurite?
I mean, I would argue that's your labor there, and that you shouldn't redistribute it amongst the rest of us. That's
It's
your
worth,
hard work
That
right there.
belongs to
It's
you.
worth 5 silver pieces. And then it says unusual treasure. Unusual treasure. No recorded value here. Game Master, what can you tell me about unusual treasure?
Let's see.
It's a
It says the
mixtape.
nature of this treasure is unclear.
Is it the friends we made along the way?
Let's see.
When I hit loot, did it automatically go in my inventory, or how's that work?
You can bring up your character sheet and drag the things up.
Anybody
Drag
want
and
this
drop.
Give
stuff,
me
or-
a perception check.
I give you my perception check. Here we go. That's on the main character sheet.
Yeah, the first page.
Uh-huh.
While he's doing that, what's the verdict on these arrows?
Let's see. You started out with 20.
I spent 13 arrows.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
I roll a 14.
Nice.
Perception.
So look at the object again.
I look at this strange glowing object. This crystal-like object is almost completely transparent, except for a faint blue light that glows from its center. Every so often it seems to vibrate faintly. I know where to put this.
Ooh, it's actually the drugs of this planet. The Tessacract.
Yeah, shove it in your prison wallet.
Hey, do we is our friend Nev still on the scene, or has he bolted
Yes.
at this point?
Yeah, he's over to the right.
I say to Nev, you ever seen a strange glowing object like this before?
He comes over from under the log he was hiding under.
Yes, come out, it's safe now.
Yar, thanks for your help in the combat.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I would have helped, except I can't fight at all, and it would have kicked my ass. But, I've never seen anything like that before. More importantly, we need to burn this body.
Oh. The corpse? Okay.
Calm
What is
down
he going?
there,
He's going to
Well,
turn into a homunculus if we're
Are
not
we
careful.
talking the homunculuses or the dead body that was here?
This body, that's what these zombies came here for.
All right. I'll
If they
produce
find a
flame on the
body, they'll take it back to the Black Spire.
Oh, Black Spire.
Oh.
I definitely want to
Black
get. I have one of my feats.
That sounds like a
is
fun
that-
nightclub.
One of my heritage feats from being a cat folk is that I can track by scent within 30 feet. But I think I have to know the scent. I want to learn the scent of these creatures.
That they're very big and undead, so that is a scent that you certainly know.
Most of us could probably track them by scent based on their smell.
If he closes his eyes, I would like to fart on him when he does.
Yeah.
Eric, what are you
think
doing?
this guy's storing them in his butt.
I mean, it's a bathroom. Is he doing for
not
distance?
Pissing. Not doing that.
Also, what was the word on those arrows again?
You recover 3 of them. I rolled the percentages.
Well, I guess we should
I don't
concentrate
know.
and destroy the bodies.
I
Guess we should go ahead and make
produce flame on
man's
the body of the
greatest
corpse.
invention, fire.
All right, give me a survival roll.
Ooh.
I think I have a pretty good survival roll.
May the hells of oblivion greet you.
Then
all
you
of us,
can
all of us
then
give a
you
survival
can
roll?
direct them.
Well, actually, I have +3. It's not that.
I mean, your first level.
Let me
Are we
check
all
my.
giving a survival roll? Is that a?
Anyone who's helping.
Did anybody?
hold
Somebody
on, I
want
want
to
to help.
help that 8?
I want to help. I want to
Oh,
help.
there you
Hold on, I guess.
I think I have a negative in survival.
Yikes.
Survival, right? I'm looking for it.
I am
Why can't-
Under proficiencies.
Shit the bed.
There we go.
The
Yeah, I
party
got
is
it.
not rolling very impressively.
There you go. I
with
rolled
their
a
survival
14.
rolls, listeners.
There you go.
Yeah, I got a goose egg in survival. Should I just sit this one out?
What are we trying to roll?
Let's see.
alive for nearly 700
Oh, I
years.
should roll for Nev. Hold on. Oh, all right. Between the lot of you, you managed to do it in a safe, effective way without instantly burning yourselves to death.
Good.
Okay.
Yay!
He says, all right, it's getting dark. We should find shelter. God damn it. I knew I shouldn't have scavenged this far out from the settlement.
What's the settlement you've been talking about?
He says, oh, there's a couple of them. Not very many big ones, but we should head toward the settlement. It's just that I'm lost and I don't know where I am. But I think the settlement is basically what passes for civilization in this hellhole. God, I hate it here.
Hentai, do you think
negative
that you
attitude
could
now.
pick up? Hey, Hentai, do you think you could pick up the scent of this fella right here, and we could lead us back to the camp?
That's not a bad idea. I may be able to follow his trail.
Give me a... Yeah, this would definitely be a survival roll from Hentai.
This Jordan,
I think I
very
get
smart
bonuses for
character.
tracking because of my heritage.
Well, if it's one thing I know, it's about just how to live your life in a hellhole since the day you were born, and the types of abuse emotionally that you're going to experience in a lifetime, and that cats love the smell of shit. Those are just some of the rules of life.
I
Oh,
do love the
You
smell
should write
of
a book
feces.
sometime.
Maybe someone's got a pie cooling on a window, and you could float towards it.
That's the trick. I've written many books. I've read very few though. Very few.
Okay, I have imprecise scent. I come from a long line of skilled hunters and trackers and have a particularly keen sense of smell. I gain imprecise scent with a range of 30 feet. This means you can use your sense of smell to determine a creature's location. Double the range if you're downwind, half if you're upwind. In addition, I gain a +2 circumstance bonus to track a creature or object.
Okay. That wouldn't apply here since he's in front of you, but you
But
can make...
I can't track like the general scent, the general direction that he came from.
No, not
We
really.
don't smell some like mutton cooking on a fire.
Well, I mean, I
in
should
one
if where
direction
he
or another?
is, if I'm downwind from where he came from, I should at least be able to smell 60 feet out. The area
No,
that he
it's
came from.
downwind from where he is. So you're trying to smell him physically. You wouldn't be able to smell the area that he came from.
Okay, I'll just roll survival and see. Here we go.
So really, Nev, you have no idea where you are? I mean,
Oh,
look,
wait,
we
can I
just showed
ask
up
him-
here from another dimension? What do you want from us?
Can I ask him if he brought? No, fuck. Okay. Here we go. He'll just try it.
Have you fellas? Why don't we just go to that
Nope,
Sunoco
5.
across the street and ask for directions?
What if
Like,
we
I
look
can't-
at the
I can't smell
sky
anything.
for any smoke coming up from any campfires? Do we see any smoke coming up,
Um,
rising in the sky in any direction?
In the distance, you see what looks like a poorly constructed shack.
That looks like a shelter to me.
And
The way.
before there's a sort of a dip in a valley. On your way there, you find that the dip in the valley is
Full of corpses?
yes. You find this dip where there's a bunch of what looks like used to be people.
Oh,
people?
it's one of those good old-fashioned mass graves.
Well,
I've
we're
seen
out
these
of time,
before.
so this is probably a good place to stop for this episode.
Listeners, we've defeated 2 homunculus zombies. We've sealed our bond together as a traveling pack of awesome dudes yet to be named. We see a shack in the distance. Our friend Nev from this dimension says, hey, we should head for that shelter. And as we do, we come across a valley that is the scene of a gruesome massacre. Who caused this massacre and why? Perhaps we'll find out next time on the next exciting episode of Laughfinder.
All right, guys, this episode's probably going to come out next week. So if you're hearing this, you can join us. If you're watching us right now on Facebook or YouTube, you can catch tomorrow night. We'll be doing game night with Kyle Render of the Fail to Render VR Comedy Club and D'Angelo Joyce, who is a DC area comedian who also does VR comedy. It's a whole VR comedy night that we'll be doing.
I hope he keeps on the VR headgear while he's on the show.
But then
move.
Friday, I'll be hosting Nottingham's, which shouldn't be that horrible. Then next Wednesday, I'll be at the DC Draft House with Petey Steele and Elena Torres for their show at the DC Draft House. Then I will be headlining Twin Pansy Brewing Company in Sterling, Virginia on that Friday. And then we're seeing Black Widow the following day. So
all right.
Come check that out. All right, Brian, what do you got coming up?
You can catch me next Friday over at Zissimo's in glamorous Baltimore, Maryland. And you can catch me the following Saturday, I believe it's the 17th, at BlurredCon at 7:45. Myself, maybe Dorian. Yeah.
That's awesome. When did you get that news that you're performing at BlurredCon?
Like a day, like yesterday, a day before, maybe.
Nice.
Hey, have any of you guys ever met the old owner of Zissimo's? Gus Zissimo?
Oh shit! I was about to say like some fake shit like Walter Zissimo, but that's the actual person's name.
It is.
I met Gus Zissimo and interviewed him for an episode of Out of the Blocks. He's an old Greek guy. He lived down in Greektown. Lovely man. He calls himself the Greek Sinatra. He loves to sing Sinatra tunes at karaoke.
Don't they all? They're very
and he's
musical.
85 years old, and he's blind.
Interesting.
He's blind?
Yeah.
Like
Heavy
a little blind or
bars.
straight up Ray Charles?
Like
You got the right one, baby.
He, I think, can see light and dark, but that's about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Anyway.
awesome.
Oh, so he can still be racist. I like it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Classic Greek.
I may be blind, but I smell a Polish person.
Ray Charles.
Steal my construction job.
Ray Charles vampire movie called "You Let the Right One In, Baby." All right.
Eric, what do you got coming up, bud?
Oh, if you're listening to it right now, or even on game night tomorrow, I'll plug it again. But hey, July is picking up right when I had 0 shows in the month of June. But July 1st, if you're in the Rockville area, I'm headlining Java Nation, where they put Rob Mayer's bio under the email blast that they sent out for everybody to come. So they see my picture and all these wonderful Rob Mayer credits. So I'll live up to that probably on Thursday. And then Friday night, performing with the great Rob Mayer, doing his set before he gets up in Manassas, Virginia. That's at the Salisbury Center. So come check me out at those 2 locations if you happen to be in the Virginia area on Friday, Rockville on Thursday, and later on in the month, I got Todd Fleming's show on the 28th, and that's in Columbia. And then I'll be at the Bright Box Theater on the 31st with Die Laughing Productions as we put on another wonderful murder mystery. We return back to that wonderful venue in Winchester, Virginia.
Dorian, just wait a couple more minutes before you keep eating. It just sounds like this.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a great show, Eric.
I think. Can I plug it again? But Tommy, could you do lion roars the whole time?
Yeah.
No,
So
it
interesting
hurts.
item-
I can't. It hurts so bad. Aaron, what do you want to tell everybody? What do you got?
Listeners, I'll tell you that this week the third episode in the final season of Out of the Blocks is out. And I was really moved today because Baltimore Magazine put out a really nice
I saw that.
sort of
Yeah.
retrospective on me and the 9 years of Out of the Blocks. And it was sort of like getting to read your own eulogy.
Man,
It really is. It's making me
I mean, once you're
very
no longer
nervous about
doing,
what my identity is
Yeah.
going to be after this.
well, once you're no longer doing that, we're gonna kick you off the show. I mean, you have
Yeah.
no.
I'm worried about this. Yeah,
also,
this is,
Hey, can I
everything
put
that-
Can I put in a suggestion for you, Aaron
Oh
Hankin?
yeah, what should I
don't
do
know.
for my next job? That's my
So,
question for you
I
guys.
was throwing,
Okay,
this
us?
out here. This is a serious thing
Stand-up
because
comedy?
I find your voice both soothing and calming to the soul. I've been getting ads for an app called Calm, where there's people that read you to sleep and try to calm you down as you sleep. I would listen to an Aaron Hankin 45-minute calm down session as you just slowly bring me down and
I
tell
could
me
do
to
a
relax my
customized one
body.
for you.
Aaron, have you
Yeah.
ever
Thank
heard
you.
of Nama Blaze?
oh god.
Fuck now, my blade.
It's bedtime for you, Eric. You've had a long day.
Okay.
You've worked hard. Don't worry about that basement. It'll get finished one day.
Eric, but for real, worry
Now,
about that basement.
Now,
Yeah.
slowly move your hand on top of your penis.
Can't wait for your
Concentrate on the sound of
JOI
my voice.
jerk off and Aaron Hankin jerk off.
Oh man,
instructions.
I would listen to that.
He brings me to climax every night, but then tells me to stop. He's like, "Now go to bed, you pig."
Oh,
Rachel,
one
don't touch
last
me. I
thing,
have to
guys.
put on my Aaron
Wait, hold on.
tape.
What's that, Dorian?
One last thing. 160 experience points.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
Write that down.
Yeah, those were some tough baddies.
Ben, what do you got? What do you got coming up?
I got nothing, man. I'm working from home, doing some office work. I was gonna try and start Twitch streaming more, but my computer apparently cannot handle it. So I'm looking into a capture card.
Or a VR headset?
and I'm
you
also
can
looking
stream
into a
from that?
VR headset, but I haven't gotten paid yet. So
There's actually some pretty cheap alternatives that unless aside from getting like an Elgato or some shit, there's
like
shit you can get for
Airbox and stuff.
yeah, I mean I don't know how you're hooking your shit up, but I got some shit that just
I
goes
was looking at Elgato, but
it's like $175 fucking dollars.
so
And I mean,
expensive.
Ben, let's really be honest here. How many people do you think are gonna watch our ass play video games?
not $170.
You want to lose $175 on
I'm working
watching-
with a $20, a month.
I'll send you some shit, man. Because I have some
All
cheap
right.
Johns if you're using HDMI. Sorry.
All right. And Dorian, what do you got coming up?
For those of you who are watching live, I will be at the Cardinal Tavern tomorrow with friend of the show Megan Graves and some others as Andy Basto and Robin Hazel. And I will also be at the Blurred Cons and the Awesome Cons. And yeah, that's it for now.
Oh man! All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. And as always, may all your hits be critical. May your strike be tried and true. May all your fails be minimal. And nothing lower than a 2. Thank you, everybody in chat. We love you, and we'll see you
Probably
tomorrow.
Yeah.